So, you've pulled that perfect crackling loaf of bread from your oven, and you've had that thought. You know what? I could actually sell this. If that sounds like you, then you are in the right place. We're going to break down exactly how to turn that incredible passion into a real, successful, and honestly, a stress-free online business. Let's get into it.
And this is just so true, isn't it? This is the heart of what you do. You're not just selling some mix of flour and water. No way. You are selling a craft. You're selling an experience people just can't get from that plastic wrap loaf at the supermarket. People can literally taste the care, and believe me, they will happily pay for that quality.
Okay, so here's the big question, right? Bread has got to be one of the hardest things to sell online. It's perishable. Timing is absolutely everything, and the logistics, well, they can feel like a total nightmare. So how do you get it right? That is exactly what we are here to figure out.
All right, first things first, and this is probably the most important step you'll take. You have to pick your lane. Seriously. If you try to do it all, sourdough, focaccia, rye, baguettes, the whole shebang, you're just setting yourself up for burnout and, let's be honest, a lot of wasted bread. Focus is going to be your best friend here.
So, what does that focus actually look like? Well, it could be any one of these. You could do a weekly subscription box, or maybe you want to focus on amazing loaves for special occasions, or even bake-at-home kits. But take a look at that top one. For almost everyone starting out, the local pre-order model is the easiest and most profitable way to begin. And why is that? Because you bake exactly to order, and that means zero waste.
And that focus carries right over to your menu. A small, super strategic menu is so much better than a huge, chaotic one. Just look at this. You've got your hero loaf, your house sourdough. Then, you have the white tin loaf. Now, it might not sound as fancy, but that loaf is a repeat buyer magnet. It's what families buy every single week for lunches. Add a premium seeded loaf and just one seasonal special, and boom, you have a perfect, manageable menu that builds a real business, not just creates chaos.
Okay, so you've picked your lane. You've got your menu sorted. The next piece of the puzzle is maybe the single most important part of making this work. You have to create your rhythm. This is what turns a fun hobby into a predictable and profitable business. And this is what that rhythm looks like in practice. It's so simple and clean. Orders open up on Monday, they close Thursday night. That gives you your final numbers, you bake everything to order on Friday, and then all that amazing bread goes out for a collection or delivery on Saturday. The magic here is that you bake exactly what you sold. No guesswork, no waste, and a whole lot less stress. Now, let's talk about actually getting that bread to your customers. And listen, I can't emphasize this enough. When you start, stick to local. Just trust me on this. Trying to ship fresh bread across the country is so risky. The crust goes soft, the loaves get squashed, and one shipping delay can completely ruin that perfect experience you worked so hard to create. Start local, nail it, and protect that quality. If you do want to go nationwide later on, bake-at-home kits are the way to go.
You know, your job isn't done the second they buy the bread. You've got to protect that loaf experience all the way to the last slice. It's the little things. A simple paper bag lets that beautiful crust breathe. A little care card with tips on how to store it or crisp it up again in the oven, that shows you're a total pro. This simple stuff prevents complaints and builds so much trust with your customers.
All right, let's talk about something that can feel, well, kind of tricky for a lot of makers: pricing. It is so easy to undercharge because you love what you do. But listen, if you want this to be a real, sustainable business and not just a recipe for burnout, you have to price your craft properly.
The first step is to figure out your true costs. And it is so much more than just the bag of flour. You've got to factor in your electricity bill, your packaging, those payment fees, and please do not forget your time. Your time for mixing, shaping, baking, answering emails, all of it. If you don't count all of this, you are basically paying to work for your own business.
So once you have your price, how do you communicate that value online? This is where you have to sell the experience. Don't just list ingredients, sell the senses. Talk about the chewy crumb, the crackling crust. And here's a fantastic little tip. Add best eaten with suggestions. Telling someone it's perfect for toast with salted butter helps them imagine that exact moment. And that is what makes them click add to cart.
We have covered your strategy, your rhythm, and your pricing. So let's get to the final piece of the puzzle that brings this all together, your online shop. This is the engine that makes the whole system run.
And this right here is a feeling so many makers know all too well. You are an expert baker, right? Not a web developer.
You want to spend your time feeding your starter, not fighting with website plugins and payment gateways. Tech can feel like this huge, frustrating barrier. But it really doesn't have to be. There are services out there designed to solve this exact problem, and Make Local for Global is a perfect example. It's a done-for-you service that's built specifically for makers like you. They build and launch your entire online shop for you, so you can just focus on what you're amazing at, baking bread.
And the pricing is just simple. It's one flat fee for the whole year. No confusing tiers, no surprise charges down the line. When you think about what it would cost to hire a developer or just the hours of your life you'd lose trying to do it yourself, the value is just incredibly clear.
And this is probably one of the biggest benefits. They take zero, that's right, zero commission on your sales. That means 100% of the money you make from selling your bread goes straight into your pocket. You earn it, you keep it. It's as simple as that.
And the plan really does include everything you need to just get going right away. They handle the whole design and build, they set up your domain and a professional email, they get the payments working, and they give you all the training and support you need. It's a complete package designed to get you selling fast.
Okay, let's bring all this home. We've gone over a lot of stuff, so let's boil it all down into a clear, actionable path that you can literally start working on today. Here it is. Your first 5 steps. Number 1, nail one hero loaf. Become known for it. Number 2, set that weekly pre-order rhythm so your business is predictable. 3, offer a weekend bundle to get people to spend a little more. 4, build that local trust by asking for reviews about freshness and flavor. And finally, once you've got regulars, add subscriptions for that amazing, stable, recurring income. This is your roadmap to success.
So we'll just end with this question. You've already done the hardest part. You've perfected your craft. You've made this beautiful thing that people want. The only question left is your online shop ready to help you share it with the world? Thanks so much for watching.